Hey Martin, Simon here from Little Big Marketing. Thanks for the call this morning, the chat. I'm just getting around to shooting you this video for you. So there's a few things I want to take a look at. The first one I'm going to take a look at is where your website is currently ranking on Google. The second thing I'm going to share a few tips with you on how you could go about getting your site some more traffic. And then number three, I'm going to also point out exactly what some of your top competitors in San Diego are getting in terms of traffic through their website, and obviously what that would look like in terms of extra customers. So I'll get started straight away. I've put your website into a tool we use called Ahrefs to have a look at where you're currently ranking. And organic keywords are unpaid or unadvertised keywords. And basically what that means is they're keywords that are found on your site. And a keyword is any search phrase entered into Google by someone looking for your service. So a good one here would be automobile window tinting San Diego. Okay, that's perfect. So it's got the location tag, it's got the window tinting, obviously a car, as opposed to home. Window tinting San Diego is another good one. Now the reason these are good is because you can see the volume here. This is what people are searching Google looking for your services. So window tint San Diego is searched for 300 times per month. Traffic is how many clicks you're getting from that per month, and obviously that's less than 1 at the moment. And position is your current position in Google's ranking. So you're sitting at 19, which is page 2 for that specific keyword. And you can see here, I've got it filtered on position here. You can see you're not on page 1 for anything yet. Page 2, page 3, 4, and so on down the list. So the idea is you've got all these keywords on your site, which is fantastic. Now we need these little red numbers to be green and going up the other way, like some of these. But we want more moves like this 28. It's always going to happen with keywords that are your own name. You're going to get these big jumps. Here's a great jump. So something you've done right there with in terms of adding something to your site, or you've done something, Google's noticed it, and it's knocked you up 53 positions. So that's really, really good. Okay. Now I'll share with you the few tips first on what it looks like to get your website a little higher on Google. And the 3 tips are, number 1 is content on your website, number 2 is backlinking, and number 3 is citations. And they all form part of what's called SEO, which is the process of getting your website to page 1 of Google to gain that extra clientele and not have to pay for advertising ever again if you didn't want to. Now, as we scroll down, content, what I'm referring to is words and images. So you've got quite a short website there. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on a homepage. Basically lets Google know that there's enough information there, that it's a valuable homepage for people to come and they can read what they need to read to make an informed decision. And it also allows you to get more of those keywords into the content itself. So you can, I can see you've got San Diego written here. If you pair that with window tint, it's another, or auto glass San Diego, it's another, another keyword there that you can utilize, and stops Google having to guess what you're trying to rank for. So that's content. Now I've come across and I've put in window tint San Diego, and I've chosen a couple of your top competitors here. So I've taken number 1, SD Tint, and I've also come down and chosen the bottom one on top of the ads though. The bottom competitor show you even when you're not at the top for all of those keywords, what it looks like in terms of extra traffic. So coming across to San Diego Tint here, and have a look at their content to compare, and not much content at all. So if you were to go ahead and put 1,500, 2,000 words on, Google's already going to recognize your website homepage as more valuable than this homepage. Okay, Mr. Tint, having a look, a little bit more content. Yep, so he's hasn't got a lot of content either. So if you wanted to, take over 2 of the people in terms of value on your homepage, all you need to do is go and add some content. Piece of cake. Specific wording and images for your services. Now, the second tip was backlinking, and if I come back to Ahrefs here to show you yours first, a backlink is just anywhere one website is referred to another via a clickable link, and they come from a referring domains. And what that means is this right here, where it's AMB Autoglass, that there is technically a backlink, in that if I click it, it takes me to your website. However, and the referring domain in this case would be Arifs. However, this doesn't technically count, or as you can see, you're not registering for any at the moment because this isn't a permanent backlink. So it's not always, always available. It's only when I search for your website. So that's what a backlink is. That's where they come from. And what they do is build authority for your site. The more you have, the better quality they are. They're not all created equal, these backlinks. They've got to come from high quality sites. And you can go out and get them yourself. Find those sites and get a link on them. And, all that does is build that authority. And then Google begins to rank you for more and more of those keywords in the top 100. And then the page, get all the way to page 1. And then this traffic starts to, organic traffic, meaning unadvertised traffic, starts to skyrocket. And what that looks like here, when you've got 1,000 backlinks to 67 referring domains, allows these guys to rank for 384 keywords and brings them in nearly 500 clicks per month. So that's not a huge amount. You could go way higher than that. However, I imagine they're still landing between, if they were only closing 10% at this rate, this isn't calls, this is clicks through to their website. But if they're only, closing 10% of those clicks coming through to their website, that's still nearly 50 clients per month. So it's huge. And you don't have to stop here either. You could go to thousands if you wanted to. You go national. It's totally up to you. I have taken companies national before. And if you wanted to get really, really big, you're more than welcome to do that if this is something that interests you. Coming across to Mr. Tint, 106 backlinks, 45 domains, 500 keywords, which is actually more than the last guy, but a few less clicks. Now, this is the guy that was in the bottom position for Window Tint San Diego keyword. And he's still managing to get 331 clicks from whatever other keywords he's got on page 1, which we go and find out, and we make sure that you've got them as well. So really, really important to get those backlinks done, and that's going to bring in a lot of traffic through your website. The next tip to get even more traffic, more clients, is citations. Now, they have everything to do with this map pack here, the Google Map Pack. So citations are just anywhere your business name, number, and address is listed in Google exactly as it's seen on your Google My Business account, assuming that you have one. You also need to have a competitive amount of reviews, and your Google My Business account must be filled out fully and correctly. Super important, because a lot of people are choosing local services by clicking through straight onto this website button here, or even on the name. And this top spot here can add about in most industries adds about 30% of clicks to the top organic position here. So if this was 100 clicks down here, this would be another 30 there. If this was 1,000, that's 300. So it tends to be quite a boost in terms of click traffic. Definitely worth doing. And those citations, any directories, Home Advisor, Yelp, Angie's List, Thumbtack, all those different directories. There's thousands of them to go and get those citations. So they're the 3 main tips, and they are things you can do yourself. However, this is what I do professionally, and I go after some pretty big numbers in this traffic spot. So if you did want to talk about something, something for the future, starting to get that consistent traffic over the course of the year, become COVID proof, this is what I do. So please feel free to reach out and give me a call. If you're not, that is totally fine. But if you wouldn't mind just leaving me a line of feedback, I want to make sure that these little tips and tricks are going to help people, and go from there. So that would be much appreciated. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and you've learned something, and have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.